Hi, everyone. Thank you for joining us today. I'm Alyssa Adams, the Director of Executive Coaching with Team Performance Institute, and I am joined by one of our awesome coaches, Madeline. Thank you for being here today.
Hello. I'm really excited to be here. Thank you for
Great.
having me, Alyssa.
Of course, we are going to talk about waiting today and
Yeah.
how to wait for what you want. And I'll kind of introduce this topic as something that's come up a lot in sessions. And it may sound like a strange topic, but if you think about it, there's a lot that happens in our personal lives and in our professional lives where we're waiting, right? You're waiting for a promotion. Maybe you're waiting for recognition. You're waiting for a sale to go through or a deal to go through, or you're waiting to hire that person that you feel like will lighten the load of everything. So there's all of these opportunities where you're waiting. And sometimes what comes with that is like a little bit of this angst or frustration or kind of just difficulty sitting with that experience of waiting. So we're going to dig into that today and give you some tips and things to do while you're waiting. So Madeline, what comes up for you as you think about waiting? How do you help your clients wait?
Well, I really love this conversation because it ties into time and how we perceive time and what is it that we're waiting for? What are we waiting on?
Mhm.
And I also like to point out to my clients that we have to wrap in the whole, what are you feeling in that moment? What are you waiting for? Are you waiting for that promotion? Are you waiting for that new hire? And what happens when that occurs?
Yeah.
So it's really critical for us to dig in. So I like to say my clients lead with, when I get X, then I'll feel Y.
Mhm. Mhm.
And that is very outside of us.
Mhm. Mhm.
That's very much an extrinsic. Once I get it, then I'll feel something. But
Mhm.
actually, if we peel that back, Alyssa, we're feeling something.
Yeah.
We're really actually feeling something that's making us either have the angst during the wait. So we
Mhm.
need to actually name that. So we start with, okay, if I get X, then I'll feel Y. And I ask my clients to reverse it. And they
Mhm.
think that sounds really hard
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
we're asking them to tap into, what are you feeling in that moment?
Mhm. Mhm.
Because when we understand the angst,
Mhm.
then we can actually be in the moment
Mhm.
and start to slow down to go fast. So I said a lot,
Mhm.
but
Mhm.
that is the starting game.
Yeah, that's great, Madeline. So you did say a lot of good things. I'd love to just pull a couple threads. So
Yes.
some of the things that I heard were to kind of examine the feeling that you have in the moment of waiting. Like whenever it's kind of washing over you in that moment, I'm feeling something that's kind of discomfort and I don't like it. And to really name it, lean into what it is that you're feeling. And then to me, what I heard you say was that you're waiting for a different feeling to arrive. And you think the way to get that other feeling is by route of this thing, right? The promotion, the recognition, the deal, the sale, the new hire, whatever that may be, right? Is the route to this new feeling. So I hear you talking a lot about, and then we'll kind of get to the next piece in a second, but talk with me a little bit about how you would help people explore those feelings or just connect and understand what they're feeling and what they're wanting to feel in those moments.
Yeah. Well, we start by stating the state. When I get X, then I'll feel Y.
Yeah.
So when I get the promotion, I'm going to feel relief.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to feel excited.
Mm-hmm.
But I ask my clients to start to reverse that.
Mm-hmm.
What if you started to feel relief right now?
Yeah.
So when I feel relief, so now I'm sitting in relief. What is relief feel like? Actually, let's start to recognize, what does it mean to you as the client, as
Mm-hmm.
the person who wants to feel relief, excitement, all of these different things when that tangible thing hits.
Yeah.
So let's define what that means. So we start to really explore emotions.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And not like, we have to understand our own emotions.
Yeah.
So people, when they hear that word, kind of go, ooh,
Mm-hmm.
pull back. But the angst is an emotion.
Yeah. For sure. Yeah.
So we
Mhm.
definitely start to reverse and label what it is that you're going to feel when you
Mhm.
believe that extrinsic thing is going to occur or happen or come to you.
Yeah, I think that's so great. And there's so many different experiments to sort of pull from that too, which are maybe things like how do you feel relief without the thing, right?
Mm,
Or how do you create a moment of feeling relief in your day? Like how do you cultivate that on your own without the thing?
I love
Um,
that.
so that you're kind of just backing into it from a different angle.
And the best way to do that is in that moment of going, I feel relief, then I generate it.
Yeah.
The relief comes once you start to bring in the emotion of relief,
Mhm.
then you'll generate it. So now I feel calm when I'm
Mhm.
outside.
Yeah. Mhm.
I feel calm or I feel excited or I feel relief
Mhm.
when I've been able to take a couple deep breaths or take like 10 minutes away from my computer, which is
Mhm.
a luxury for a lot of our clients to take 10 minutes from their computer.
Yeah.
So they're feeling relief. They're
Mhm.
starting to prime the mind and the
Mhm.
body to know what it feels like to be calm, to feel relief, to feel joy, even in the moments of the wait.
Yes. Yes.
I get
So
so passionate and excited about this, Alyssa.
yeah, no, it's great. I think I'm just going to try to pull it into sort of a summary task list for people.
Yes.
But I love what you're saying because I think it's so important. So the first step really is to figure out what emotion you think the thing will bring you, right? So I'm looking to feel relief, for example, as we've been talking about. I'm looking to feel excited. I'm looking to feel whatever. And I think that the promotion, the deal, the whatever will get me there. So then we're kind of taking that emotion that you want to feel and then giving you some experiments, right? What can help you feel relief or excited right now while you wait for that thing to happen? So is that a little bit of time away from your desk? Is that, um, surprising your staff with something? Is that taking a few deep breaths at the end of the day just to kind of resettle your nervous system and find that relief on your own? It could look like a lot of different things, but how do you create that feeling on your own? Is kind of the crux of what we're trying to help people experience as one thing to experience during that waiting period. You said something really interesting too, Madeline, where you talked about the present moment a little bit and helping people come back to that. So just in our last few minutes, talk to me about how to help people stay in the present moment or experience more in the present moment, because that's always a tricky one for folks.
Absolutely. And it's in the moment of when you're feeling the angst.
Mhm.
It's in the awareness of, I'm going really fast. I'm waiting for this. And what am I in the moment right now? So
Yeah.
it's taking a pause and having some self awareness of how you're showing up in that moment when you're feeling that angst, when you're feeling that time of, I just want to get that promotion. I just want to hire this new person and I want to hit my quota.
Mhm.
We are primed as human beings to move really fast.
Mhm. Yeah.
So I like to tell my clients this little slogan: we go slow to go fast.
Mhm. Mhm.
We slow down to speed up. So how do we slow down? That is a micro habit that we start to build
Mhm.
in noticing self-awareness. How am I feeling when I have the angst? How am I feeling when I'm doing all the busy?
Mhm. Mhm.
Notice, oh, look at that.
Yeah.
I'm going to slow down.
Mhm.
I'm going to have some awareness. That angst is showing up.
Yeah. Yeah.
The when X happens, then I'll feel Y is showing up.
Yeah.
Oh, interesting.
Mhm.
So what do I want to feel? Well, I'm feeling angst right now, and I really would like to feel some calmness. How do I build that into my day?
Mhm. Yeah, I
So
love
it's
that.
micro there.
I love what you're saying because it's so actionable and it's so real for people. And I kind of hear you saying sometimes people are wanting to rush through the waiting, right? You're like, if I could just will this into existence, I could push through the waiting and get to the kind of the end of the game here. And I try to remind people too, like you're rushing away your life essentially, right? Like these are all moments in your life. And can we slow down when we're rushing? And this is like a lifelong struggle for me. So I've tried to play with it in different ways, but like, can you even reach for your pen more slowly? Right? Can you turn your computer on more slowly? Can you take a breath while you're doing that? Because sometimes we just get in this like adrenaline fueled go, go, go. And we're rushing when we don't even need to be rushing. Like we're rushing for things that don't matter. It's like, how fast can I get changed in the morning? How fast can I like sit down at my computer? And you're like, why am I rushing? What am I rushing for? So start to notice, right? If you're kind of moving through things faster than necessary, it can just help you bring some, slow, more aware moments where you can really experience what's happening in this present moment with yourself.
Yes. And what I hear in that is the secret sauce of self-awareness. And I truly believe if we start to recognize, have ownership and accountability around how am I really going through my day? It's almost like you have a hologram watching you, but it's you watching you.
Yeah.
And that's how we can start to have some like, why am I rushing through just to pack up? Maybe I'm going to brush my teeth and just really methodically allow myself this time to just enjoy brushing my teeth. That's the present moment because time moves. It's this very fast moving thing. And we have to take ownership of how we're showing up in that time.
Yeah. I love that. That's really great, Madeline. Thank you. Thank you for sharing so many thoughts and tips and tricks for folks and sharing your insight. And so let us know, share with us, right? You can pop into the comments, like, is there something you're waiting for? Did this shift your perspective? Can you try some of these things? How's it going with that? So thank you everyone for listening. Thank you, Madeline, for being here.
Thank you.
And of course, if you're interested in learning more about TPI, Team Performance Institute, just go to our website, teamperformanceinstitute.com. You can learn all about our coaches and the different programs that we offer. And let us know when you try some of these tips and tricks. And thank you for watching, everyone.